headlines read, Florida rejects AP African American Studies course, and Texas bill to ban teaching of critical race theory puts teachers on the front lines of the culture war over how history is taught. We continue our CW39 Black History Month roundtable discussion, tackling how the work of today's storytellers could be changed in tomorrow's textbooks. Joy, I kind of want to talk to you about this one. Okay. So Florida's Department of Education, they rejected advanced placement classes that focus on African American studies. Then back in 2021 in Texas, the so-called critical race theory bill was signed into law. Now I see all of us here as the current storytellers, the current writers of history, what our kids are going to be reading in their textbooks. So Joy, what is your gut reaction to these laws?
It's kind of sickening. I mean, because what is happening is that it's an erasure of Black history. It's an erasure of Black people. These are very anti-Black legislations that are happening. It's very, very targeted. And you know, I see it in what's happening with our own education system. My children are in public school. I've been asking for the last, I don't know, almost weekly, what are we doing for Black History Month? And there is nothing. And last year we had a whole program. So I think that there is a spillover that is affecting our education system. Even though there is not a law in place to stop the teaching of Black history in our public schools, I think there's still there's again a spillover that is impacting all of our communities.
Yeah, what does it say to our community when we start enacting these laws? Like, how do they feel this impacts them and maybe their self-worth?
Right. Well, Black history is American history.
Absolutely.
And because of that, you know, it's important that we have inclusion. And so this is an all-out assault, an unapologetic assault on Black history in America. And I think it's very, very sad that we're seeing this legislation. I serve as an elected official as well. And so in that, I understand the power of public policy and how that impacts individuals all across the country. If you don't teach those that are coming up about all aspects, good, bad, and ugly of American history, then you dilute that and you teach people to be insensitive.
And what bothers me most about this law and those jumping on the critical race theory is they don't even know what it is. They don't know why it's being banned. They're taking headlines and jumping on a cause. You're trying to take it out of schools, and it wasn't in schools. It was a college thing. And so there's so many people in this world that really don't know what it is they're fighting against. It is very frustrating. You know, then you'll get people that will say, well, why do we even need a Black History Month? We're supposed to be trying to integrate everyone else. Well, you know, I got into a debate recently with someone saying, well, when is White History Month? And the frustrating part of that is that it's all the other, the 11 other months. And all we're asking is this one month, take time to educate people on our history. In Miami right now, there's something going viral where they sent home a worksheet where parents have to get permission to read a book by an African American. That's the title of it. I mean, all you have to do is look it up. It's going viral now. It just came out a couple of days ago. It's a permission slip to read a book by an African American. And people wonder why Black history is needed.
And I think another thing to highlight is that all of these movements that we're seeing are part of a larger culture war, right?
Absolutely.
Black history, Hispanic history has been politicized in this country, primarily in this state. When you look at historical stories around the Alamo, for example, right? There is an effort to erase the presence of minorities from the history of this country. Now, we know this effort is not going to be successful, but it's still something that's happening. Locally here in HISD, we just had a recent story where there was a discussion around a conference that took place in Texas, and the question that was posed to students was, you know, is slavery something that should have even been debated? And so there's a lack of cultural sensitivity there. There's a lack of connective tissue there, and there's a lack of quite honestly, just humanizing the experiences and the past pains and hurts of other people.
We ran out of time to show you the entirety of our guests' responses to this question. You can head over to our website, CW39.com, to watch the full-length roundtable discussion. But this wasn't the only hot-button issue we covered. Coming up tomorrow, I ask our highly accomplished journalists what challenges our Black communities face that still need to be addressed in the media.